good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this fine world, and welcome to Highway to Zemus Zone Qualifier 10 here on the Free Enterprise channel. I'm Infinix, and I am joined by the amazing Trick Dempsey. How are you, Trick?
I'm doing very well. I'm so excited this afternoon. This is an incredible array of runners that we have, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, totally agreed. Like we have Posomorpheus, who is very good at this game. We have Bakshino, who is very good at this game, and we also have Rex and Cubs, who are also good at this game. So this is going to be an amazing set of runners to watch here.
I was in absolute suspense when your tip was Possum and Baka, who are great at this game, and I was like, what comes next?
Well, everyone we've got here is great. Like can't no, even if they don't think they are.
And we've got
but who would actually think? You go on.
We've got Cubs in here, who I don't think I've been seeing a lot. A new up and comer, maybe, or has he been with us a long time?
I believe this is Cubs Rules' second tournament. His first tournament race was against myself, and he almost beat me. So take that how you will, what you will.
I'll take that as an incredible endorsement.
And Rex also is quite if you've watched any of Rex matches, he also is quite aware of what's going on with this randomizer. But we do have to talk about our hero, which is Sid. Very good hero. But we also have some interesting objectives as well. We need to find an orb or three, and we also need to find the Baron key. So lots of potential for hunting there.
I'm pretty excited, I've got to say, about the CPU as a boss hunt, mostly because CPU could be so rude. Although I kind of wish for a twofer for putting the CPU in Cave Bahamut, because that seems mean.
It's slow, but it's not the worst spot you could put a CPU. Where we could have a hard required giant with CPU into Wyvern, because that'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be super good. Oh, we're off. Maybe
we are. Yeah, it looks like we're off. Might be a slight delay for Rex, but who do we got?
It's my precious girl and a hook. Oh wow.
And we also probably important to note, we have a Leviathan there at the bargain spot, so not heavily as incentive to complete that spot just yet. It's not one of the bosses we're looking for, so it'll be interesting to see how.
Wonderful. Like, we'll try to level Rydia to get Levy out, right?
Well, funny you should mention that. So given that we got the hook, so that means we have access to Castle Eblin, and because of a recent change to the randomizer, and because of the flag set, we actually have about 50-50 chance of having Leviathan being available for sale in Eblin. And if you haven't used Eblin early game, Leviathan early game is a very good spell. It's enough to make me not want to have her sleep on the couch.
I love everyone here immediately going to Castle Eblin. Will not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Well,
everyone loot this name treasury.
Atlantean.
Gosh darn it. Yes, I'm very good with names.
I mean, to be fair, it completely makes sense to actually go here first. Rex going down to the waterfall and seeing a Mylan sprite there, so not required. But it makes sense since you're going to be launching the hovercraft anyway. It just helps you. It's efficient enough to do, essentially. Also, probably important to pick up. Sorry. Also important to note that we also found a Dwarf Axe there, and Dwarf Axe is going to be very important to help with manipulating our agility in the future.
Do I remember that Dwarf Axe will actually let you back row?
That is also correct. That is also a thing you can do with that Dwarf Axe. Because it's back row. I believe it has strong against flying enemies.
Rydia learning
yeah.
something terrible.
That was Imp, I believe. So that's not something we're interested in spending our time with at all. Interesting set of diversions here, though. We have Baka Shinobi going to Antlion Cave, whereas looks like Possum, Morpheus, and Cubs are making their way down to Eblin.
Well, I think everyone wants to see what's in those shops.
Yeah, but Baka Shinobi is just pushing through with trying to beat the seed. Beat the seed. So interesting perspective, actually.
Yeah, I know that some people talk about wanting to fade Antlion pretty often, and Odin summon. And honestly, I like doing it. It feels very familiar to me, just from having played the base game so much, and so I always like to see people run it, and I hope it's something valuable. It's dialogue.
I mean, the other thing about doing Antlion Cave is that because it's an early boss spot, it's a relatively quick check to make. Like, you'd have to be a pretty much a big gambler to try to make that play.
I had not realized that Sid would just be one-shotting the boss.
Well, so Antlion Cave has base 1,000 hit points. But because it's split between all three phases.
Ooh.
So twin harp, nice. Hopefully you get the music. Anyway, back to my point. So because Luge split has basically four different phases. It's that hit point total gets split essentially four ways. So that you're looking at about 240, 250 each roughly.
Oh, that makes sense. That explains. I was just like, sometimes I'm afraid of Luge because, status effects can really mess up your day if you're trying to, like, berserk people. And so I'm always like, oh, Luge, I remember that as being one of the tricky ones, and then just bop.
Well,
we have
that's
a bard.
interesting.
Oh,
we have a king queen Evelyn at the hook route. So this now leads for some interesting choices for our runners here, because that depending on who is in the king queen spot, this could be an extraordinary free hook route, and you can just go underground as soon as possible, like really quickly.
Okay, who's the meanest person that we could put in king queen so that this is not just a gimme?
Well, you can have Ogo Pogo, but basically anyone with physical who hits like a truck, because that spot hits like a truck. But Odin would be bad.
Antlion? Antlion might be mean. Oddly.
Antlion not
counters magic, isn't it?
Yeah, counters magic, but because it's just it has a physical attack. Yeah, it's not something you'd probably want to do anytime soon. The reason I didn't say specifically Evil Wall or Dark Knight Cecil. Though because we have an Edward, those become easier because of that. Because we can do a fun thing where Eddie can hide.
Evil Wall will beat itself up. Who was the other one you said? Oh, Dark Knight Cecil, of course.
Dark Knight Cecil, because once Dark Knight Cecil just if Eddie gets the hide before the wave, then Dark Knight Cecil will just try to wave a bunch of things and then tell us that justice is not the only right in this world for some reason. Yeah,
I like the idea that narratively going and hiding is something that Dark Knight Cecil recommends as like a way of learning things.
Sure, like you're specifically not actually fighting anything. You're not fighting Dark Knight Cecil. It actually approves of hiding in this case. It makes complete sense.
Absolutely, it's canon now.
Yep, totally canon.
I see we've stocked up on life. We found the life chop.
Yeah, we also found tents. We also found the Leviathan summon that I mentioned early on. So we now have incentive to actually give Rydia levels, as Baka Shinobi is getting very unlucky finding two of the three monster chests down in Castle Eblin.
I do love the monster chest being the chamber pot. It's very, very funny to me.
It's fair.
Fair, yeah.
Like you want to know. It'd be awful if that was not if it was not if it was just a random thing. It's like, oh, I'm doing my best Link impersonation, and then there's a monster that it'd be quite apt.
This Rydia over on Rex's side is getting very well equipped. It looked like to me.
Yeah, probably with Tiara and like
Tiara, a nice whip. She's gonna beat people up. It'll be great.
So, actually, which whip did she get? I kind of missed that.
I saw the Tiara. It couldn't have been a dragon whip, could it? Oh, Queen. Is that Azura?
Yeah, that's Asura. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Possum actually take this fight. Actually, I suspect he probably just wants it for the XP on Rydia, so that Rydia can get up and running. Because this is a very good XP spot. Normally it's enough to get in normal scenarios it's enough to get Palam up to what's it, tier 2 level 2 elemental spells. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's a bad roll for the Grimoire.
That's a terrible Grimoire.
At least it wasn't Chocobo, but yeah, kind of unfortunate there. Like, decent odds to actually get decent damage either way.
I did not see anything knocking my socks off on Baka's treasury raid, or I guess castle treasure raid.
I mean, having a samurai bow and charm arrows, that is actually very good. And unfortunate, must have taken off the prisoner robe for actual good armor.
Oh, does prisoner stop sleep?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
It's the one use it has basically, it's kind of funny how it came up when it hit Sid. See that prisoner that's in the inventory? Yep. It's a unfortunate punish, but like the odds were so against for you not being punished for that. It's fine.
I mean, at this
Also,
point,
I
assume that Baka is just looking for all the monster chests and is succeeding beyond their wildest dreams at this point.
I think he's more after trying to get good looting.
I mean, technically, there was good loot in that box.
Well, we don't know what's in there. No one's fought it. We just know that there was a two Stelman there.
But the normally the monster chests can be much higher tier loot than usual, right?
Yes, that's correct. So basically, if you're opening a random chest, I think in Eblin, I forget the exact numbers, but like for Cave Eblin, but I believe your minimum is a tier 5 item. So not bad. It's still there's some very good tier 5 items. Like if you got a Heron robe or that would be amazing.
So we've got Fabul Gauntlet coming up over here on Rex Banner screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense. Did Rex do the Hobbs fight?
Did which fight?
The fight on Hobbs.
I don't. No, I don't.
It doesn't look like it, given that we have a 74 hit point Rydia and a 81 hit point Rydia.
Yeah, that's not likely.
Huh. This is actually gonna be that hit. Okay. This is gonna be a rough
I was
one.
trying to figure out. This might be a dangerous plague fight. Yep, and a reset.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I think Possum's gonna have an easier time of it, basically because he has levels. So the Leviathan is going to come into play here.
Yeah, because with only 3 party members, it's going to be really hard to do the count trick to that position.
It should also be too bad because all you need is, I think, 1 Leviathan and a swing from a Dwarf Axe Sid, and that should be enough damage to get through that fight. The upside of Dwarf Axe here being that you actually get the Dwarf Axe that hits flying enemies and Plague flies conveniently.
Oh, right, of course. I always forget that ranged weapons get that bonus, but that's part of how you beat up our favorite Earth Elemental.
Exactly.
Oh, taking an encounter on the top of Mount Ordeals.
I guess Rex really wants an XP. That's what comes down to here.
I mean, it's got to be to try to level Iridia, right?
Yes, that is the goal. Yeah, that would have to be the goal.
Now, did Rex do the? Was it Rex that did the shopping trip earlier? Oh, well, that was quick. Possum.
Yeah, like I said, Leviathan is very good spell once you get levels. I did call out. Did I not call that out?
You did. You did. Right on. Is Baka just going through the hook route?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Is this our king and queen?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, well,
Well, good luck. I just said out of that. Good. Bye. Oh wait, are we?
We might be going for it. We might, because once we get Siren on Leviathan on Rydia, that might become doable. You might need a fourth character, which, given that we got the Sand Ruby from for Bull, makes that a play.
I mean, you're doing Levy. Like, if you're doing Levia, though, you're just gonna get Globe 99 like right in the face several times, right?
True, but this is where you have to hope to get lucky. Oh, that's huge! Curse Ring on Cubsbull's side.
Ooh.
And also Teller and Mega Sisters in Baron Inn. But anyway, the reason why you just need a fourth character, it doesn't make, could be anyone. It
could be an Edge.
It could. Oh, okay. Now that becomes even easier. Whereas, oh boy, we have a Valvalis in the Valvalis.
Oh no.
Ordeals 1. Actually, not the worst. At least it's not the second spot of Ordeals, because that is even worse. But Rex Banner is going to have a very bad time. Yeah, just reset.
I would not. I would never consider that.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting how, like, because of the decision that Possum Morpheus made to make sure that Rita could cast Leviathan, that makes all of future choices a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of amazing. And I think Cubs was actually going to get through this Odin fight via that didn't happen.
Nope. I was like, oh, it's awesome. And then I was like, hang on. Sometimes I forget that Odin is really rude.
It's just the fact that this spot is like a high damage spot, that's all. Yeah, I think now it's because Rita went down twice, that might be a wipe. Oh, actually, no, it's actually also very slow, so maybe holding A might be the go here.
Really think?
No, we go that low rolls, unfortunately. No, that's worth a shot.
I have lost track of what is happening on Baka's screen.
It looks like he's gone up Ordeals. He's just taking a random encounter. Because again, the objective here is to find a way to get levels on Rydia.
Right. For a moment there, I was like, wait, did I miss somebody beating Valvalis, and the second one was
No.
Gauntlet?
No. It looks like it was very early on in like first spot in Ordeals, which is fair.
We've got a lot of bar fights going on the bottom of the screen right now.
So
beating up the sisters, and then Odin's shown up. Oh.
So one of the interesting things that could potentially happen here,
and
which would be a disaster for everyone that not named Baka Shinobi, because we know our intended way underground. We have a logical way underground. We know that this actually no, it wouldn't be bad if our runners are knowledgeable about how this randomizer is set up. If we find Magma Key in Ordeals, Actually, no. If they find it, making Ordeals, they're going to be in a world of trouble because they're not going to. They're going to feed that CPU. That's the point I was trying to make.
Oh, right, because Baka has not been down and has not seen that.
No, Barker has seen it. That's my point. Barker has seen it, and because Barker has seen it, he knows his. No, he has that knowledge of being able to just push through that. Meanwhile, Cubs rule through that Baron infight gets the Legend Sword. That is going to be that is part of the way to get to our second objective. And yeah, that's going to be very important.
And we came into this world knowing how to get underground. It's just the hard way.
Well, it's not quite that hard because in a day it's a CPU, which is not as bad as it sounds. You only have to make sure that there's only 4,800 for the big orb. So if you time your Leviathan correctly, you probably can get through without too much trouble. Meanwhile, we're seeing both Possum and Darko trying to go through Ordeals, and yeah, we're finding Dark Imps on the second spot, which is once we have Leviathan free. Did I mention Leviathan is a very good spell early game?
These are some extremely doomed Dark Imps.
No, they're not doomed because we're not casting Odin, we're casting Leviathan, so more like drowned.
Aww. Oh, we almost got simultaneous waves. I'm so sad.
That's it. We can't win them all.
We can't, but we're still lined up for possibly having Leviathan cast on Leviathan at some point on this seed. One of my favorite mirror matches.
That's true. That is a very good one. I appreciate Postomorpheus with the swag not saving, which fair.
It's Sid.
It's Sid. Sid's not gonna die. It's highly unlikely that Sid's gonna die in this spot, regardless of who is here. So
Be Wyvern. Be Wyvern. Be Wyvern.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, hang on.
Come on. Oh, it's just water hag. Boo. I want this to be the old Gauntlet.
Oh, that would take so long.
Although hilariously, it wouldn't be as bad because we get a free heal between each of the fights.
Oh, I had no idea.
It's an odd thing about the randomizer. Let's just call it a feature, not a bug.
Whatever start of fight script gets run at the start of every round of the Gauntlet.
I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. It got discovered at some point, and it's like, oh. I think for balance's purposes, I think it's probably fine. Hence feature, not bug, because there are some fight bosses or some characters who basically need that healing between each of those fights.
So right now we've got Possum actually has picked up the edge.
Yeah.
How many edges do you think we're gonna have at the end of that? Like, do you think everyone's gonna go pick up that edge, or is this gonna be a possum only friend?
I think it's early enough that I see people going to go grab an edge, because it's an easy character check. You're looking. You don't exactly have a white mage right now anyway, so you're kind of, I guess you're hoping for at this point any white mage or an edge, and just happens you do win that lottery.
So that weapon shop in town actually had middle swords, which if I remember right are pretty good, are much better than what he's going to be born with.
Yeah, I mean, yes, better than short swords, yes,
yeah.
But they're still not great.
Yeah, I guess the last races I've been watching, we've been running with C Neki, in which case it's like, oh, thank goodness, middle swords.
Yeah, but no, we still have we get to have fun with this with two short swords, a bandana, a black belt, and a silver gauntlet. Also, Barry actually brings up a very Risho actually brings up a good point. Actually,
mm-hmm.
we actually are incentivized to check Twin Harp after this, because if nothing else, we know that's it could be our way underground. And the other thing that's not obvious is that if we are desperate, if we want to make sure we have Barker Swines, we can go down while we're down there. We could just steal them from the ogres, Barker Swine from the ogres there.
Oh yeah, I do always forget who, because it's mad ogres have Bacchus ones, right?
And also ogres.
Oh,
Ogres are found only in Cave Magnus.
I did not realize that was all ogres.
Yeah. Yes, apparently it's all. I'm not sure if there are any other ogres, but like it'd be pretty close. Yeah, Possum Morpheus, trying for the Odin with the Wyvern, because I think I've said it before, the Wyvern is a very good spell.
I see double mute knives on edge right now.
Oh, okay. Double mute knife. Also, that is an upgrade to to short swords at least, and also allows us to be able to handle. Well, I was gonna say any one of the mage type. We've already seen 3 of the 4 where that's relevant.
I was also trying to do that in my head. I was just sitting there going like, all the mages, they're all, and I was like, oh, they're all already dead.
No, there's one we haven't found. We haven't found the Baron Guards. They are mages.
Is this Baka returning to the hook route?
Well, it makes sense from Barker's perspective. He has the pan. He knows that the way under. He knows that he knows that an objective is there at the CPU spot. So he's actually just So he's gonna fade. He actually gets the fade for Bull because he doesn't have the Sand Ruby yet. So he gets to single dip that, and he's also fading Baron in, which is unfortunate from his perspective because that's where the Legend Sword is. But like, he knows how to get past the first CPU, so he's just going to go do that right now, and this makes total sense.
And then go use the pan, go drop by the town of monsters and get your freebie. Fly back in time for supper.
Oh, you also while you're there, you also probably want to check the bosses in the Fame Arch, just in case there's a Lunar Sparkle or Demus there. Ooh, nice Odin usage by Cubs Rule. Didn't expect it to hit actually, but look, scoreboard, it worked.
Look, any opportunity you have to have Odin cut a bunch of enemies in half is a good opportunity.
Meanwhile, this is somewhat unexpected from my perspective. Possum Morpheus is actually doing Twin Harp.
I mean, you called it being interesting. We love music.
It's true, we do love music, but Possum has an emote called Fade Twin Harp.
Okay, Possum, this is philosophically unsound.
So like I said, this is interesting. It's an interesting play because given what we know of the seed, right? We know from Barker's perspective, it makes sense for him to do this play because he knows there is an objective over here on the hook route. From Possum's perspective, he wants to really be sure what's if he can skip the hook route. But unbeknownst to him, if he does get to skip the hook route, that's going to be bad news because we know as
the CPU is there.
Watching this, the CPU is there, yes, and that would be.
It's almost time for music.
Well, we have to wait. We have to wait for Dark Elves to tell us to announce his intentions to attack us. So and it should be a one shot, I believe, because actually, I think Sid might live.
I was waiting for Baka to be like, I have done enough damage to the CPU. It is time to finish this. And
No, Barker counted the damage, so that makes sense. But
Yeah.
I suppose this is the point where we are obliged to, stop talking about things because, there's something to do like a meme about music, everyone wanting to hear what music is because randomized, everything, yada yada yada. So I suppose that's obliged chat.
Well, that was a very brief musical interlude. Thank you, Dark Knight Cecil.
Yeah, thank you for telling us. To the nice tune to Mario 64. That's justice is not the only right in this world, and we get the lunar staff for all that. All that.
Would you like, however, a lunar staff? I mean, it's a very good staff. For
Sorry.
no one in this party.
It's also not even a good staff, to be honest. Like, I guess it's +10 to the white magic casting stat is decent, but yeah. But this also means that we know our intended way underground is what Bucket of Shinobi has just done, which is beat that CPU and then beat King Queen Eblin. And wouldn't you know it, the call I made about stealing Barker Swines is coming to fruition right now.
Yeah, I was immediately being like, oh, why are we doing this? Because, of course, I've forgotten our conversation from 10 minutes ago.
Look,
do I remember right that he is better at stealing from the middle spot?
I don't think... I know there's accuracy modifiers for attacking. I'm not sure if it applies for stealing. Like, stealing... The mechanics of stealing are kind of weird because somehow Cry is affected by it. So, for reasons. The main thing is that more levels makes it better to do. Yeah, that's why I thought too. As I was almost certain not, but I'm not confident.
I like being wrong. It's what I'm mostly here to do. What have we gotten from banging this man on the head of the pan?
Well, it can't be a key item because this is a summon spot, so
A
that's turned off.
defense sword.
So that would be if we ever find a Kane, his best weapon, barring some shenanigans from from the forge.
Yeah, this is do we think we've got our final party for everyone at this point?
I don't think so. Because basically, given that we have an edge, I don't see Teller being a viable character to take to endgame. Saying we can basically replicate what he's going to bring to Zeromus fight with all the Barker's ones we've just stolen. The one upside is he does provide exit, which is that's the one benefit. But that's about it.
Yeah, and we also probably will see the end of that Eddie because I can't imagine Eddie strats in this situation.
No, Eddie strats are not viable in this flag set because we are unable to buy a stack of 30, 20 or 30 Star Veils. Unlike it's. Now, having
So-
said that, it's possible.
Music. Again?
Sure.
Okay, I both
Well-
missed the freebie and Fey March and who the king and queen are.
Okay, so the freebie was a pass. That's
Ooh.
good. We also found. Okay, so on the. I didn't remember who was actually on the queen spot, but in the king spot we actually have found our Wyvern.
Oh.
And Wyvern in that spot is kind of awkward. On the plus side, at least the magic there is awful. But oh, it was Karate, right? Thanks, Barry. That's right. I somehow forgot that somehow. Yeah, but Karate. No, sorry. Wyvern is kind of awkward. You can't because it's just a whole stack of hit points, and the nukes are going to come pretty freaking fast with this party.
Yeah, I was trying to think about that. Like, even a diet nuke from weak magic is still a nuke.
Yep. So just to recap, we're at about 35 minutes in. So we know that this CPU that Apostomorph is about to fight right now is our intended way underground, barring or is a way underground unless there's a Demus at the Mega Sister spot. Because I believe our runners have checked every single boss location they have available access to, except for that. Barkin the Shinobi has already been underground because he found that it was the CPU. It was there a lot sooner than everyone else, and hence has faded. Baron for Baron Inn has also faded. Defending for ball until going underground. Paid off because we get to single dip for ball, and there's only a Sand Ruby here. And Rex and Cubs are essentially doing the same route as Possimorphs with a bit more looting.
Yeah, I'm always impressed. Like, everybody wants to single dip Fabul, like, whenever it's possible, and I'd like to congrats to Baka for having pulled it off. It's a rare seed that will let you do it.
Yeah, I've been gotten by trying to fade for ball too often when it's probably a bad idea. When it happens to be my magma key. That's happened way too often.
Does Sheila have the goods? Oh, a rat tail. And a
Maybe.
poison axe.
Yeah. Poison axe is a big one there, but rat tail is at least it's a key item. Very indeterminate to be determined at this point in time because it could be our way to it could just be our way to it could be the Baron key, could be another poison axe, I guess.
It could be the darkness crystal.
It could,
which would be a delight because I would love to see getting the Baron key from the moon.
what do I think about that? I guess that wouldn't be the worst thing since we have edge, so we're probably going to steal like about 20 silence before we do that anyway. I would think.
Baka trying to give the twin harp to the magma key. Wait a minute.
Hey, we can trigger the best Easter egg.
Oh, is dropping it down the well for fun?
Yeah, we can do it. There's a specific there's some text that happens if you do that. Do you know what it is?
Oh wait, I have, but I don't. It's been so long. Maybe we'll see it. Maybe we'll see it. We'll see. Meanwhile, apparently looks like we found an Excalibur for Cubs Rule. That is a tier 8 item for a Cecil we don't know we have yet. So it probably means that there's an Excalibur, so there can't be a Cecil because now we found Excalibur. Next thing we're going to see is a Crystal Sword.
I think, although having said that, it probably means that we get to it's highly possible we could that's a pretty good dart. That's worst case scenario for a very hard fight, given our party right now.
Oh, that's right, because you can throw an Excal and yet inexplicably not a Crystal Sword.
I like to think the reason the devs did that was basically they didn't want to have to feel bad of being able to throw the best sword in the game. Although they let you dart the Excalibur anyway, which is the second best sword in the game. I don't know. Game design is hard.
I've got to assume that the intention was that you're allowed to dart Excal, but the next time you walk up to any body of water, it would presumably be given back to you.
Well, I guess if you're playing this vanilla, you'd just be duping him anyway. So I guess you'd go from having 1 sword to 0 swords to 255 swords. So, there's also that element.
Look, 10-year-old me did not know that you could dupe items in this game.
I mean, fair. That's a fair. Like, there are some weird things in this game that you would not have thought that was possible. Like, being able to go up and down the stairs at least 60 times to break the game.
That's just being indecisive or impersonating my cat.
Look, sometimes things have to go up and down the stairs. Think of all the exercise. It's leg day after all.
Where is leg day inside of this seed? That's my question.
Well, we don't know yet. We've seen quarter. I think we've seen quarter leg in Mist Cave. But that's about it.
Yeah, we're actually relatively well. We know one of the Earth Elementals is in the waterfall.
Yep. We've already fought Valvalis. That's on Ordeals, so we haven't seen a turtle.
No turtles. No fire elementals.
Mm-hmm.
No Calcabrina, who is inexplicably also named after ancient Italian words.
Oh, is that why? Oh, okay, I didn't know that at all. Huh. I like the things.
I think the Fiends and Calcabrina are all from Dante, right? It's all from Inferno.
I have never read Dante's Inferno, so I'd be leaning to your knowledge about that more than me knowing. So, what can I say? I'm a heathen.
You're not missing anything. Wait, now I'm rude. Okay. Literature takes aside. We're fighting the Sparkle.
Yeah. I think Possum wants to see what the Witchburn is. Because if it's a friendly one, it's not as bad as... Oh, we also have Bow Speed.
Oh, we've set to Wyvern Standard Time.
Oh, okay. I know what's going. Okay, I know what's up. We're going to do stop hitting yourself strats.
Okay. Oh, it's just going to repeatedly nuke itself. Yep.
So for those who are unaware of what we're trying to set up here. Oh, that's hilarious that this also does that. So what we're trying to set up here is that we want to have Wyvern, because we have a Rydia, trigger its counter script of a Mega Nuke. Now, it's not going to be a. Now, Fortune Grimoire doesn't work, but the Wyvern does. And yeah, the objective is to basically trigger the counter script so that it will Wyvern will nuke himself itself a couple of times while also doing damage.
I keep forgetting, like, I keep thinking of Mega Nuke as a group spell, kind of like Quake, and that it wouldn't get reflected, but that is just not how it works, huh?
Nope. And see, that was like 9,000. That's a decent number. That's about, I think, 40% of the 40% of the damage that Possum Morpheus needed to beat this Wyvern. This is also very heads up, by the way. This is a very smart play.
Yeah, this is really clever.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping. I saw that I believe Tella cast Wall on himself. I am kind of hoping that we end up with a fried Tella at the end of this, due to timing.
I mean, it's possible, but like, it's not like we kind of want to save all the Star Veils, so.
Yeah, they're hard to get.
Well, yeah, you can't buy them, right? So let's see if possible to use Chocobo for the last one. No, we're just going for Leviathan. I think this one's a bit riskier because of the cast time, but maybe it's okay. Yeah, so possible is also doing a very smart thing. Just try checking if the wall was still up.
Mm-hmm. And
meanwhile,
we've got Sparkle at Dwarf Castle.
Well, that's either going to be D-Lunas or Ogopogo, and one of those is rude, and the other is less rude. Let's just say. But yeah, Possum's Through has objective number 1, defeating Wyvern, and that is a very heads-up play by him. And then you also got the Frytella.
And a Protect Ring. It's fine. It can't be a key item because we don't have that on. Protect Ring.
Correct.
That's okay.
But you know that
D's Lunar.
But yeah, that is also very good for Possum because it means he doesn't have to come back down here ever again. He just gets to finish here and not have to come back. And that's not having to come here back here is about 2 minutes. Is about a 2-minute time save he gets to do just by thinking it through and beating it first try.
Yeah, first on the board with objective 1. I did not realize that Cubs has 0 objectives right now, but has a lot of knowledge about where they are.
I should have objective number 4 to defeat CPU because we're fighting
Oh right,
fighting
King Queen.
Yeah, so should have CPU done at very least.
I knew I should say something because I was like, hold on, something's not right. Oh well, I'll move on.
Yeah, that's all right.
We're about to get the character.
Yep, down from Barker Shinobi. Yep, that's right. Well, we know what this one is. I'm pretty right. Oh, we haven't found Taildin, right?
Hey,
also, ooh,
a good white mage. Goodbye, Bard.
Yeah, that is kind of rude after losing This is kind of a rude one.
Yeah.
But Rydia with the dodge. Wow. That is hilarious.
Rydia with the dodge would not have lived. Only barely would not have lived.
Well, to be fair, that was 2 rolls for Ogopogo. So it's not as unlikely. Also showing off the fact that I think looks like Sid has some Dragoon armor on, because he only took 10% from that blaze as opposed to 25%. Because for some reason that spell is an ice spell.
Wait, what? Oh, right. Of course it is. I mean, look at it. It's called blaze, and it's
yeah, makes sense, right? Totally.
Look, as we all learned from Derek Mist, not everything is what it seems.
Yeah.
The world of Final Fantasy
Fair.
is full of mysteries.
Yes, it's full of fun. So it'll be interesting what Parker gets from this key item, because we're actually running out of spots to check, honestly.
Yeah, I've been racking my brain with my own limited routing knowledge, going, hold on.
Well, so
Anybody Party Rock?
yeah, I'd like to see Party Rock here. I'd also like to probably go over, and what Parker's doing is probably going to sell a whole bunch of gear to buy stuff. Or Rune Ring's also a good pickup.
I mean, honestly, I'm always glad to see a stack of Cure 3s in this set, just because I am always low on healing items at all times.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got a mage, but of course, if she dies, then we need potions.
That's fair. See, Rosa is, in fact, perhaps the best mage at least, so, there is that.
I completely forgot about Dwarf Treasury.
Interesting.
Wait a minute, which door will you come out if you exit here?
The normal one, where you come
Okay.
Which... I think that's just... I don't know, a part of me just thinks that might just been trying to be a bit too cute there. Because you could just stay at the inn.
Right, it would have been faster or similarly timed, presumably.
I think. But the plus side for Baka is that Baka gets to do clear Twin Harp and Troya at the same time. So there's some efficiency to be gained here.
Do you think he's gonna go up to Babel? To get
not
party
this
members? No. Yeah.
No. Well, the thing is that from Barker's perspective, he only has 3 spots open right now.
Mm-hmm.
This Twin Harp he's about to check right now. Zot and Top of Tower. That's it. That's the only 3 locations he has available right now. And I guess we're going to do this first because he's in the area. Whereas if you can avoid doing keyless tower until later on, you can. No, you should. He can do that. So I think, given what Barker has done, this play makes total sense.
I'm trying to remember if he's gonna get a Lunar Staff or a Poison Axe out of this.
Lunar Staff.
I think it's a Lunar Staff. Poison Axe. Poison Axe.
Yes. And Barker with the Possumorphis with the unfortunate wipe there to the rude combo of D Lunars versus into Ogopogo. The reason that is rude is because the D Lunars will do a percentage of hit points, and then Ogopogo will also do similar.
Yep, and you have to beat your D's Lunars again.
Yep.
It's rough.
I mean, it's also true that the Zot check also dumps you at Baron, so if you happen to find the Baron key in your travails, that's also convenient.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Well, okay, you get Zot from Dwarf Castle, and this is getting we're rapidly running out of options, actually, aren't we?
Exactly. Like we have to find our Darkness Crystal soon, and Darkness Crystal can't really get that many key items. Like it could have, I guess it could have all 3 of Luca key, Tower key, Baron key.
Yeah, that was the funny thing I was thinking about. It's like, at what point can there not be a Baron key on Earth because we've hit every key item check, and it has to be Darkness.
We're getting that's the point. We're getting very close to that point, actually. Because
the most vaunted moon.
Alternatively, and this is also brutal if if the legends, look, the Adamant Rock is behind the Baron Key, that would be that would make for a very spicy seed. If depending on where D-Mist is.
D-Mist absolutely going to be someplace really spicy. Someone is going to go chase it, and it's going to be a crystal sword.
Well, that won't be too great because as we've discussed before, there's no cess on the seed, so you know.
More gifts for Sir not appearing in this picture.
Yeah, basically.
All right,
Yeah,
Possum,
so
you can do it.
Well, this went a lot better because it didn't take that much damage from the first fight, and it also the Leviathan should just clean up at this point because it should do at least 2,000, and Edge did 1. 2 + 1 is 3. That's how many hit points is in this spot.
I did not realize that Wyvern's Witch Burn is a lit 1.
Oh, did you not realize that? I did spot that, but it's. I mean, there are worse things it could have been, but it's also a pretty nice one.
I mean, that is the most polite imaginable Wyvern as far as I know of.
Have you encountered Vision?
No. Oh no. I'm sorry,
no.
Cubs.
He had the right idea, but like just wrong execution there. Meanwhile,
Sirens, a Boreas, a Crystal Sword. Oh my god.
I mean, I just noticed that we were actually going through the treasury, but yeah.
I guess it's time to rate that treasury. I guess.
No, I'm sure our runners might know. Maybe we'll Possumorphs we also or Rexman will check it for us, and we'll be surprised when we see the Crystal Sword again. But no, that was a. But yeah, Possum. Yes, looks like we're seeing like both Possumorphs and Bakashiri just converge down to Troya, going up Tower Zot to go up the Tower Zot. And we are going to get a treasury check from Possumorphs. I like it. All right.
Now we can get the music.
Oh, a ninja hat too. Oh, I missed that one. Oh
Yeah.
no, there's a crystal sword. Oh my god. We didn't see that one coming.
I love that everyone is reaching this last chest and boss. The ultimate trap chest. It's the inventory.
Yeah.
That wind spear. That really cinched it.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a Cecil out of 10.
I mean, yeah, it's just a Cecil out of 10 really. Like, we also got Artemis Bow, which was also a pretty good tier 6 item now, isn't it? That helps us a bit manipulate agility.
Baka resetting out of having met a delightful Golbez friend.
Yeah, I think you're just gonna set up so that we're just gonna set up by taking some of our characters out so that we can guarantee who's gonna get knocked out by Golbez, aka no one. Okay, this makes a whole bunch of sense. So looks like Baka Shinobi is trying to set up for the slingshot on Rosa.
Oh right. Okay. I was like, why would you do that to poor Rosa? She just joined the party, and the first thing you do is give her the virus.
Yeah. No, like I said, this will just help. This will just make this guaranteed to hit to give Rosa and Rydia levels, and then yeah. Also going to change. Oh, change the Dwarf Axe. Okay. And Drag Whip. Yeah, just to make Edge and and Rydia's speedy, and just fly through that way. But I do find it interesting how that Baka Shinobi and Possumus took very different routes to get to this point, and where they're basically side by side.
I love that they're side by side, and I also like that that Possum is doing a very different strategy, going with Venom to stop the status effect. Would you like to explain the status effect stacking thing?
Not well, but basically, it's kind of ridiculous. So basically, the way status priority works is that basically the game checks certain things to have to be true, and if you have a status effect that's higher, you can't get a status effect that's lower. So paralyzed is a relatively low status effect, whereas being poisoned is a bit higher. So because you're in this, what Possumus did was try by poisoning his entire party first, it meant that he was guaranteed to win the, make sure that everyone is available to take actions, because they're still poisoned, they don't get paralyzed.
Oh, and then we're just walling up and letting Golbez ruin his own life, as opposed to a heavy dart-based plan going on over here on Baka's side.
Well, this is actually interesting that it's Possum that's doing the. Oh, okay. Because I think that means that Possum's now out of Star Veils. I think he might have one left, because Possum is also the one that has already done the Wyvern fight. And honestly, I think, and that's Baka Shinobi through, and this should probably mean that in about 5 seconds, Possum should be through as well with the Wyvern summon. And honestly, I don't think it was Baka's plan to slingshot Rydia Rosa, but given this is how it played out, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I see us cooking some eggs over on Cubs Rule.
Yep, I mean that's also valid if you think you need to know. If you think what's coming is going to be rude, that's also a reasonable approach to take.
I didn't see who was up for it though. Hey, do you want more Rydia?
But we've already got Rydia at home.
Oh, I guess not then. Are dupes on in this flag set?
There are no dupes in this flag set.
That's what I thought.
So we literally already have the Rydia at home.
Green-haired Rydia, we are going to have to send you away. We have blue-haired Rydia. Ooh, but a karate man.
I mean, okay, like, I guess, yeah, not interested, which kind of makes sense. No, the other reason it kind of makes sense is because it means that if Baka was going to do a D machine grind, that means that he's going to not get any levels from here on in.
Is Bahamut free on this floor? At this spot,
Yeah.
at this point? I thought so.
Yes. Because like we're going to go. Baka's going to go through it by basically zerking and having the Wyvern summon, but it might also been reasonable to just have telecast wall of 2 characters and be done and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is
That was quick.
yeah. Yeah, Leviathan does a lot of damage. Like I think it did like 4k, I think, and like 2 swings. That's enough. But yeah, now we find out the moment of truth. Is this our way to the moon, or is it through the keyless tower?
Or was this just a way to get Rosa an exit? Tella, you're becoming more outdated every day.
Well,
Darkness
Crystal. Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 key items. So 9 key items is an awkward number here, because that is not 10 key items.
Oh, you have to
Nah.
start a boss fight, a boss hunt, knowing that you only have 9.
No, the question is, and this is what
Baka's doing top of tower.
Yeah, because if we can get to 10 key items, that is the difference between, in this flag. So the difference between 9 and 10 is actually huge if we're going to do a D machine grind, because it means that instead of having to do, I guess, for Rydia, given that she is level 30, I think instead of having to do 22 D machines, you just need to do 11.
Right, that's a huge difference. Especially, we don't have the life glitch to lean on either. So
exactly. So I agree with this line. You are incentivized to make this check, and you take any key item. Don't at this point.
Here, have a package. It was at the top of tower. We don't know why. We're not trying to explain the plot of this particular one. It's very strange now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so that's where Leg was.
What?
From the tower.
Hey, Leg! I got distracted because I was trying to figure out what course of events led us to get the Earth Crystal was behind Dwarf Castle. It was a piece of jewelry, and that all made sense.
I mean, it had a crystal sword in the treasury, so it has. I guess by definition, that's worth it. Whereas Possumorpheus is just saying, I don't care. I'm just going to go up here and see who the character is first, which
taking the show to the moon. Okay, what's the biggest win this could be? I mean, I guess
Cecil.
Cecil, yeah, that's the answer. Moon Cecil. Another dupe, Rydia.
How about the third Edward in the seed? I think that's much better.
That's very good. I like that a lot. Will Edward be joining the party? No. Tella sitting there going like, I threw you out already.
Yep. So yeah, I guess Possumorpheus, while he's here, is going to go check what is up, which boss do we have to fight here, and yeah, it's.
I mean, and maybe fight them.
Well, let's see. Let's try to think this out. We haven't seen Peldim. That would be rude.
Peldim be rude. We haven't seen a bomb.
Bomb would be very rude. Yeah, agreed.
Evil will be oh, was that a guard?
That's free. That was some sort of guard. So yeah, that's free. Of some sort.
Our hero Sid going, why yes, I will.
Oh, it's even the nicer guards too. So all we have to do is kill the 3 soldiers and we win the fight. And going in with battles for free means.
I think this might be. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought this was a moment where Leviathan was not going to kill the soldiers because I couldn't remember the hit points on this spot.
So the split between the officer and the soldier is like officer takes 70% of the X hit points and the soldiers have 10% each.
Oh.
So I think if this was like I think this is like 35. Oh, did we just get Baron? Baka Shinobi's in go mode.
Oh my goodness!
Keyless Tower was the play.
Baka.
Keyless Tower was the play. Baron, that's the Baron key. That is.
Aww.
Oh, that is huge. That's huge. So Baka now can just Baka's looks like he's just going to be opening a whole bunch of chests. Trying to find this. Yeah. He's going to steal about a lot of sirens. Is I think the correct answer there. Make sure he's got Thunderclaw. So
steal a zillion sirens, gain a bunch of levels, go kill Wyvern.
Yeah, Goku, just open the door. Just open a nice gentle door, and then that would be go mode. You have just go fight some easy guards, and yeah, we are done with the seed. So this is actually very dangerous for possums, given that we know that the Baron Key is at top of tower. Because if the Baron Key leads to is the way to the Adamant Rock, then he has to go up top of tower at some point.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, is keyless tower required? I mean, the tower key's got to be on the moon, so
yes, it has to be on the moon. Or
it has to be on the moon.
Actually, no, it can be behind the Baron Key.
Gosh, because there's nothing K summon, so we can't have it be in the basement.
Correct. Unless Zemus is there.
Oh gosh.
Don't you just love this? It's like, because there's so many things it could know, possibilities given that, and because we had such a dearth of key items. Yeah, we only have 6 key. There's only 6 key items left, right? So like, oh hey, a coffin. Right? So yeah, but yeah, Baka Shinobi is just going to be using the science in 4th whiff, and yeah, make out and just finish the seed out. So I think, given things, probably looking at around a 130, I think, if assuming everything.
So usually I'm hoping for the cruelest possible scenario, because I love watching runners suffer. But now I'm trying to figure out what can we find behind the gates that Possum, Rex, and Cubs are going to run down that could turn this around and get them in front of Baka.
So given that, basically if they fight Adamant Rock immediately, that's their outs. That's the only out they've got left. Because we know that's the Baron Key is, at top of tower. Possum Morpheus is on the moon. So no, there's no way. It's unlikely that Baka is going to do that anytime soon. Oh, I do think it's interesting that Baka is actually raising the lunar whale right now.
Why did Baka go underground first?
No, actually this makes sense. He wants to check who the character is on the moon. It took me a while to work this out. Because and to answer your question, Malkuth, no, Baka did not kill Wyvern. Baka just peeked it, but no, as soon as he saw Wyvern, just immediately reset and went off his merry way. But
I do.
Yeah, so go on.
No, go right ahead.
I was gonna say, I think chat brings up a good point. That anyone who just noticed that, anyone who decides to fade the key to out in hopes of 10 key item is getting hilariously punished for that line.
Yeah, I was just thinking that Baka is also sitting here earning double XP this whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are they?
No, Possum Morpheus is not. Possum Morpheus has 9. Should have 9.
No, I'm sorry. I meant to say Baka. I was.
Baka will. This is which is kind of why he decides to check who the moon character was first. I think he's going to recover Yang. We don't have the fire flag on this flag set, so I believe we're going to say goodbye to Rydia, if I was to have to guess.
How dare you?
Look, no, it's the character there that makes the most sense. Unfortunately,
I do, because you're going to totally try to Zerk your way through this, because you're going to take a really tough Punch Mage. You're going to take a really tough Sid. Yes.
You're slingshotting two characters when you do a grind.
Oh right, because you can slingshot 2 people at once.
Yep. And Possum gets the spoon.
Congrats.
It's a 10th key item.
It's 10th key item. You're welcome. You can we throw it? Yes.
Yes.
We have an edge.
We do have. Yeah, we have an edge. We can throw it. We can throw it at I guess Zeromus.
Absolutely. Please throw every time a spoon gets thrown at Zeromus, an angel gets its wings.
Actually, hang on. I was reading. Okay, where was I reading this? So why do Endgame JRPG bosses have angel wings?
I do not know the answer to this.
No, I'm just asking in general. This is not a joke. This is just like, because like if you think about some of the other bosses, like you make him more badass, like even angel wings. So although I guess in our case here, we're not really getting angel wings. We're getting actually, we don't know what we're going to get.
We don't know. I mean, who butts is the question of the day, and it's not time yet.
It's not.
You
Yeah,
won't get me to
It's
ask the question early.
No, I wasn't going to. I was just making a comment about angel wings, really.
Maybe if we throw enough spoons at Zeromus, Sephiroth will get his second wing.
I mean, I guess there's enough. There should be enough Zeromus sprites in the pool. I mean, it's not Zeromus. Sephiroth sprites in the pool, but you know, that's future discussion points, really. For now, we're just watching Barker doing his egg grind, and Possible is really hoping to find that adamant rock on the moon somewhere.
Possum Morpheus is kill billing their way through the entirety of the moon, and it is kind of a delight. I like a good boss fight. It's what I'm here for. Oh, it was Mylon and Friends that was down at the waterfall.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, 4-4. This is Mylon Z. This is one of the nicer fights you could see here.
It does make me sad. I've been hoping that when I was hosting, I've never seen someone foolishly kill Mylon regular while the ghasts are all still alive. And I've been told that it's funny. And I've never seen it.
It is funny. I have done that by accident. Once. It did not end well.
I hear it's a learning experience.
Character builder, let's just say.
I see someone in chat giving the real answer to why we see so many angel wings on bosses.
Oh, I missed. Hang on.
There's a famous line from Hideaki Anno describing why Evangelion has all the Christian imagery, and it was because it's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Cultural thing, I guess. Mm-hmm. Internet Rex is back on the Earth.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Rex. Clutch. Absolutely, Rex. You're going the right way. You don't know it yet, but you're doing it.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, he may not know it, but he is about to hit his go mode as soon as he walks the right direction.
I'm really looking forward to Possum finding the tower key.
I'm looking forward to.
That's gotta be choice.
Yeah.
Anything to convince you to maybe go back and check top of tower. Or surprise us all and get the adamant.
Yeah,
also
that's true. Adam Rock would also be very helpful, because that would work. Yeah. Yeah. So five eggs left for Barker. So should expect to be done with his grind pretty soon. Oh wow, that just fell 48 hit points short. That's unlucky.
I was actually getting curious. Does the damage from Dart go up with level ups, or is Dart constant based on the item? Okay.
It does. It's a function of both the item and also the level.
Hey, it's package.
I mean, that's a chance for a Cecil, I guess.
Okay. let's imagine for a moment that it turns out to actually be Cecil. Who would take that this late in a run? I mean, I guess we have a crystal sword. Cecil go burr.
You'd have 10 key. Yeah, 10 key items.
You'd slingshot that Cecil, make it a real tough Cecil.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's good. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's right, but it'd be fun. It'd be tempting.
Every now and then you wonder, is a crystal sword really that good? And the answer is yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, like it's okay. So for those who don't know what the stats of the crystal sword is, it just okay. So base stats is it does 200. Its base attack strength is 200, which ordinary is the best weapon is very good. That's already like the Spoonful reference is 255. That's if that caps out. The Excalibur is I think 160 or so, something like that. But then you tackle on the fact that it also gives plus 15 to strength. So that's about 1 to 2 attack multipliers on top of the fact that you're multiplying 200 and something. Yeah, it is that good.
It is good. It's doing holy damage, which I believe is doing bonus to Zeromus himself, if I'm correct. Z hates holy.
I don't remember. I wasn't sure. I don't think he was, but But either way. Oh hey, so Posmos is fighting guards. You know how I said about the free that mute dagger being good for free, but we've always seen 3 of the 4 bosses. Yeah, that's the 4th. And
they've also been turned into frogs.
Yeah, I mean, frogs are a thing.
I do love the frogs repeatedly casting spells, and so you just get the words of the spell up at the top. And I like to imagine that they are saying like "keto keto." Like I just want a sound effect of that, but then just the subtitle appears.
Yeah. Well, that's a pink tail. That's not quite it's a key item, admittedly, but not quite what we're looking for. Also, thank you, Sulfur Force. Yeah, no weakness, no holy weakness. So that's that's kind of what my instinct told me. But I wasn't confident either way.
I know that the deck is stacked to make Cecil be the best imaginable character, and I always forget exactly how stacked that deck is.
Yeah, gets the best weapon, has the best really good hit point growth, has good stat growth. Yeah.
We are rapidly approaching our last chance for Moon Adamant.
Well, Octomam is also kind of root here, awkwardly. Wow, no, that's free. That's unfortunate. But from Boston's perspective, all he has left is this spot and Crystal Sword Altar. Everything else has turned out to be a bust. Literally. And so yeah, it just means that we are really quickly running out of spots.
I mean, there's a key item at Baron main throne, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
we also have Demist, right? We also have Demist. That's the other thing.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out where the adamant is, and at this point, I've realized that this seed is full of great hatred, and therefore it must be in the meanest spot.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like we have the Baron key, but like we don't. We have the Baron. We have Moon Spot. We don't have Tower key or Luca key. That's the other hilarious thing. So those are the other things that get key items.
Okay. So, all right. So let's see. Tower key is at Baron. Baron has gives you Luca. Luca gives you Adamant. You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, you just throw in the Tower key in amongst that as well, just to really rub in the fact that you could not avoid doing keyless Tower if you wanted to.
Do we have a never keyless emote? Because it's getting there.
Never kills until it is, you know.
We've not found Mist Dragon, right?
No, we have not found Mist Dragon. That's correct.
I hope that Mist Dragon is well up in the giant. That'd be very good as well.
Well, we're running out of spot. We're running out of boss spots we haven't seen, right? Like, we have the. I mean, let's think about it, right? We have the free and Baron. Oh no, we have 2 in Baron we haven't seen because we've seen Leviathan in the buy-in spot. There's the boss in the Tower Key. There's the boss in the Sealed Cave. There's the 2 in the Giant. There's package boss, and there's also Crystal Sword Altar, which we haven't seen yet either.
I realize that the death of the officer soldier fight is more a matter of style for most of the people who've come across it so far. I did say I would give a shout out. Cubs Rule did cut them in half with Odin, therefore, mad props, bonus points. Points don't matter, but you know, still there.
I mean, Barker Shinobi just used stone. That also works.
Stone's pretty good. That's pretty funny, but it's still not cutting people in half with a sword.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I guess that's what Cecil does, is cut them in half with a sword. Also, apart from obviously that Octoman was a bust as well. So this might be an incredibly haunted moon at this. It has to be a Crystal Sword Altar, or there's literally nothing on the moon.
Which is wild, because we were like, oh, it has to. We're running out of key item spots, unless literally it is.
Oh yeah, it's really funny how that played out.
I'm looking forward to seeing the spoiler log at the end to find out where the adamant is, because I think it might literally be the longest chain.
Yeah, it is a very good chain, yes. Although we are moments away from. Oh, I love this swag. This is the best swag. We are moments away for asking a certain question now that Barker Shinobi has the crystal for having done his 4th objective.
Did Baka just land a city-sized airship next to the nightclub he's going to sneak in the back of and teleport up to fight Zeromus?
Yep.
Okay.
So, would you like to do the honors for this question that we need to ask?
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen who may be new to Free Enterprise, we have a whole bunch of sprites for Zeromus. We can't move Zeromus. Zeromus cannot be randomized because Zeromus is too mean, too cruel, too horrible a monster to run into, and is just an excellent boss fight to have here at the end as the ultimate test of all of our efforts. And so, since we can't randomize where they are, we like to randomize what they look like, which leads us to the most important question of the night. It is, who butts? Whose butt are we going to kick tonight?
Also, is it cute?
Is it cute? There are a remarkable number of like Pokemon sprites inside of this, some of which are the trainers, and I've got to say I am unnerved whenever it is someone who's young that we ask if it's cute. But
yeah,
also there
fair.
are lots of monsters.
Look, some monsters can be cute, okay?
They really can, can't they? Not Zeromus vanilla sprite though. That's a lot of business going on there.
I mean, most of the business it's like a mullet, right? Because most of the business is kind of at the back-ish, right?
That's true. Zeromus has a mullet. Please use the crystal so that we can know who's going to be behind this mask.
No, very important inventorying there.
Inventory management time.
Oh no, it was actually swapping the dwarf axe with the armor bow. So now that Cecil's actually Sid's going to do proper damage.
Oh right, of course.
Luca Key from the.
You're kidding me. Okay, exit. Yeah, get out of there. Go get Luca Key. That's great. Wonderful. Please be Tower Key. It's Super Shredder. Shredmus.
Yep.
Speaking of action figures, as a child that I was excited to get, we have Shredmus.
And he's about to get shredded by a whole bunch of arrows plus claws plus I guess we have like some katanas or ninja swords.
Yeah, we could piggy the entire crew, and that's not quite turtles. We can't turn everyone into turtles. I'm disappointed.
There's only one turtle in this game, and I guess 1.25 turtles in this game, really.
Okay, wait. We've got our everyone's favorite fiend. Wait, what's the other turtle?
Elements has elements.
Oh right. Of course.
If you have a quarter leg, if we call it quarter leg, there has to be a quarter turtle as well. I mean, the math checks out.
That's fair. That's fair. Can you serve Kainazo on the half shell? Turtle power.
I wonder if that. But yeah, Buck Shinobi going through a pretty standard Zeromus fights. Use the a lit bolt. Forward should actually trigger the counter and hence nerfing the first big bang. But this should be a pretty comfortable Zeromus fight. Otherwise, we should have 3 Zerkers going, and we have Rosa with 1900 hit 1961. Yeah, that should be plenty to work with, and we might even need maybe get a nerf in as well, but it's not required.
Did I see that Tella actually lived through the Big Bang?
Yeah.
Which is a comment on his age and seems kind of rude. But also, I've never seen Tella survive a Big Bang. Because he's always an anchor if he's in a fight, so he's already dead.
Well, that's the joy of C Hero. If you're bringing Tella along, he's not your hero. He's not your anchor. So you can give him all the levels you want.
Congratulations, old man. You did it.
Oh my god. Apple for Luca Key.
What?
Yikes.
Oh, wait. Where is Tower Key? Where is Adamant? Wait, we have to have the answer to that now. Where's Derek?
No.
Where's Derek Mist?
Doesn't matter, because now Possum knows that Baron Key has to lead to the Adamant Rock, so he is going to go up Keyless Tower. He knows this is the only thing he has not done.
Oh, Possum, you figured it all out. You've seen the entire puzzle. You must be feeling bad right now, but you've done great.
And just to correct people, Zemus does not have to be a Baron. It could be behind the package. It could also be on the Giant.
Yeah, I really do. Somebody said CPU on Giant, and I was just like, yes, please. That's delightful. And
that was me, actually. I'm pretty sure I said that.
Okay.
Because that would be... Because CPU at the element spot is very rude. Because the big orb has about 48,000 hit points.
Well, we knew where CPU was. Everyone's killed it. It's more...
Yeah, it's true.
It's more at having the CPU spot... or element spot for being where where Derek is hiding out.
That's true. No one really wants to do 65,000 hit points of Zemus, really.
It's already a fight that takes forever, and then having to do it, and then having a key item behind it that is just mandatory-ish.
Yeah.
But it's not mandatory because Keyless Tower was in fact the right answer.
Yeah. This entire time.
I'm trying to remember if Super Shredder was in Turtles in Time, and I think that they were.
That beyond my knowledge, honestly. I was not supposed to. Oh, look. I lived a very sheltered life when I was a kid, right? Like, I only watched The Lion King for the first time I don't want to say 10 years ago.
Infinius.
Yeah.
My goodness. We have to start an 80s movie night book club.
Okay.
The Free Enterprise 80s movie night book club. Although I guess that technically Super Shredder is from the 90s.
I mean, Lion King's from the 90s as well, so that's no. We'll maybe just make a 90s movies
okay,
book
that's
club.
fair.
Or just make it 80s and 90s, so that way we can put some other fun ones like First Builder's Day Off.
Yeah, we'll do pre-millennial, pre-millennium culture night.
Yeah, no, totally. No, I would be down for this.
Oh no, I see people quoting Vanilla Ice inside of the chat. Oh, I do actually. We do have the Shredder being beat up by a ninja, so everything is actually appropriate. This is correct.
Yes,
we've done it.
We've done it. This is canon. And looks like we're about to get rocks from Baki Shinobi. Yeah, we are.
Yep. Tella's gonna die again. Good night, Tella.
He did his job. I think someone got zerked, so we can just chill out, and Baki Shinobi should be able to finish the seed off. First place on restream.
That ninja's swinging for a ton. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Baki Shinobi finishes 1 hour 32 minutes 50 seconds in 7th place overall. This race did have 48 entrants, and we are in fact joined by Baki Shinobi. GG's on your finish, first on restream.
Thank you very much. That was a seed. If you want to see how good Rydia is with Leviathan early, that's a seed to show you off how good Rydia is with Leviathan early.
Yeah, that was in fact the seed for that. I think that was one of the things I pointed out was if you can find Leviathan early, that does make early game very, very good. Speaking of that, speaking of early game, actually, one question I did want to ask you. So you start off with the hook, and with a Rydia start with a Sid hero. You opt to do Antlion before going to the hook route. Just talk me through that thinking there.
I wanted to go and peek Antlion because I was going to do Damsian. If I'm doing Damsian to unlock more of the Hovercraft, I might as well do Antlion because with Sid there, I can go and take care of it as one less thing to go and forget later on. And I just wanted to go and get that ready. And then I got the pan off that, if not mistaken.
I don't. I thought pan was
something.
Ordeals. Yeah, I think pan was Ordeals, but I couldn't remember.
It was something I was like, okay, I'm somewhat interested in this. Ran out. I checked Hobbs for a Tella in the event that there was exit, so it was easier to run out. But then I just wanted to have that hovercraft out and open. I was doing that anyway, so I just wanted to do all that in one go, then go to Evelyn and check the hook route.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, what was heads up was actually going down and seeing that our required objective CP was on the hook route to begin with.
That was also just like, all right, how many free bosses could I hit? And I wanted to see if I could just maybe sneak through there early. I didn't want to go through CPU with what I had just because it seemed like it would be a drawn-out fight, but it does seem like there's some other people who did do that, which is a very interesting difference.
Yeah, like, because you compared to everyone else in the regime, you did that fight super early, like incredibly early compared to everyone else in the restream, who basically full cleared Earth before coming underground.
Yes. And my reasoning for that was, all right, I want to see how free it is. Okay, when I know it's CPU into King Queen Evelyn, that is free with giant neon letters, so I'm happy to just get a bit more experience on Rydia because she didn't quite have enough to cast Leviathan. That's why I went into Ordeals, fight, turned off encounters, walked out and hit the Chocobo so I could go and have MP for Rydia to cast Leviathan once I can tent up there again. And then after Ordeals, I had 92 mana, which is not enough to cast 2 Leviathans, but it's enough for a Leviathan and a Sylph, so that's why I went to Silvera, shopped, got lucky, and it's like, okay, I have nothing stopping me from getting through this hook route. I could go and do these other checks, and I could find a Magma Key, but because I know CPU's there, I want to do that hook route anyway, so let's just do that, and everything worked out swimmingly there.
Yeah, totally agree with that. That completely makes sense to me.
I'm looking at the spoiler log right now. I would like to point out that the adamant was in the cannon room.
Yep.
That's awful.
The cannon room guarded by the alt gauntlet, and has Tower Key shown up on Restream yet?
I haven't seen it. I've been trying to figure out when it was.
Oh, it's going to be a real big fun thing to go and talk about when that shows up.
Unfortunately, we're not going. I don't think we're going to be able to because because I'm not sure if you realize, but Possible has basically full cleared the moon at this point, and we've seen and basically had walked into exhausted everything except for I guess hasn't checked the package character, and hence the boss, and he hasn't checked the giant boss.
Yeah,
Because
so that Demus is hidden somewhere real obnoxious.
yes,
Is
yeah,
it?
that-
Wait,
that we
is
could-
it?
Yeah, it is.
Ugh.
Yeah, had to be.
Which, yeah, that's super rude. Sid hero. Sid has the best weapons of any hero. So you see a Sid hero, it's like, great, I'm going to have an amazing weapon for Zeromus.
Yeah, agreed. And it's just like, but I want my toy. Where's my toy?
It's my flare hammer. Where's my 5,000 damage hits from Sid?
Where's my gig? Like, even if we had a Cecil, where's my Gigant? Or a Kane, where's my Gigant's axe?
Cecil and Kane were not interested in appearing in this seed unless they're in Baron or the package or the Giant.
I mean, I feel like we had a pretty early Axe Cal, and that told us that there was no Cecil inside this seed.
Oh yeah, that the Crystal Sword in the Earth in the Toria Treasury just sealed the deal there.
Yeah, yes, it totally did. It was kind of comical how that was, how that ended up playing out. But yeah,
I can't believe you abandoned my sweet child and replaced her with a fighting man at the last second. For a moment there, I thought Rydia was going to finally get to kill Zeromus, and no, you denied me.
Came down to just number of sirens. I didn't need to do as many sirens without Rydia, and I wasn't planning on doing full reflex strats, though. Thinking on it more, it might have been better not to do full reflex strats, but just get extra sirens, take Rydia up to nuke, and kill Zeromus that way, because that was a long Zeromus fight.
It was. We got to riff on Shredder and whether or not 90s movies are good.
They're good in the context of you don't have to be artistic to go and enjoy them. Actually,
Yeah.
if you're not artistic, you probably enjoy them more.
But yes, but 7th place overall. No, that should give you a very good score coming into this. Is this your? How many qualifiers have you run?
My 7? I had...
Baka.
What?
That's so many races.
I'm going to go and admit something. I don't actually practice FF4FE outside of the qualifiers right now, so this is my practice.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, who would actually do practice for things anyway? Just
I know.
YOLO it.
Yeah, it's just like, like there's 15 races. I'll just practice with that, and I am still waiting for one specific hero to show up and just really make everyone see how vicious the Sea Hero flag can be. Because so far, a lot of these seeds have not felt super vicious on the Sea Hero front. I was able to go and Dwarfax, Curse Ring Sid as an anchor, so nerf his damage on the Z fight, but still had very nice, reliable RA1 setup. Very strong, but you don't.
Are you
get
waiting
that with
for
some characters.
Edge?
I'm waiting for Edward.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. Does Edward's agility grow real quick?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Oh, no.
it is
I
disgusting.
didn't realize that.
he's probably hitting 30 agility before he's hitting 4-digit HP.
That's not... Oh,
It's
okay.
going to be
Well, I've
glorious.
got to look forward to that. Okay, how about this? I can hope for that when we're in, like, a really clutch moment in the tournament. Qualifiers, meh. I want to see that. I want to
see the Eddie bloodbath
Yes.
Yeah,
because
I think we all do.
That
Let's be fair.
scene is going to
And
be
then-
absolutely brutal.
And then you have something like a hard required ordeal spot, Ordeals 3 with a very rude boss, and it's like, really? Ugh, why? Like a Valhalla Slayer, that would be rude.
Well, it can't be there if it's hard required, though.
Well, it could be hard required
Oh.
than an objective.
Right,
But
okay, of course.
If
Yeah.
you get underground, you can just grind Eddie up, and eventually, after about 800,000 experience or something, Eddie's going to start having some real nice stats.
Yeah,
To get to that 800, 700, 900,000, maybe several million experience for Eddie, but he will have really good stats.
I would like to send congratulations to Rex Banner for getting 11th place and having defeated Shredmus, who is melting below the bottom of the screen as we speak.
I'm going to go and hop out so you can go and interview the other runners, but this was definitely a great race. Thank you all for the restream.
Yeah,
Thank you. It was a
no
delight.
worries. And yeah, GG's Baka.
Thank you.
That was very well run.
Thank you, and GG's to everyone else in the race.
And
And
do I
we-
hear that we are being joined by Rex?
Good morning, afternoon, folks. How are you doing today?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Because yeah, that was an interesting one. So talk me through this one. So you immediately go to Cape Bahamut. You do the Cape Bahamut, and no, do that quickly. But then you decide to head back to Earth. Were you watching the race room and seeing the finishers then?
No.
No.
I just have been burnt by Keyless Tower many times, so all I was doing when I was going is we had that lovely crystal sword, so I wanted to go see if Cecil was there. So then I'm like, well, I'll peek cave value, see who is the boss there. And when it turned into guards, I'm like, oh, well, perfect. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to finish off Earth. That Top of Tower has burnt me on so many races by just continuing on with the moon that I almost never leave that untouched anymore.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Like that's reasonable. Like, you know, if you think that Keyless Tower is a reasonable thing to do, and to be fair, it's not a long check, so especially at that point we get 9 key items. Like doing that for 10 actually just makes sense anyway. Before you do any grind.
The temptation, like when faced with Keyless Tower, or I have 1 key item left to get, why don't I just go where there are a lot of key item possibilities? And hitting the moon is definitely like there. You were definitely not alone, Rex, in having an allergy to going Keyless Tower.
Yeah. I also wanted to grab some sirens, so I figured that'd be the best way. If I can get my 10th key item, do the sirens, then I could just blow the moon up a lot quicker.
But it turns out you didn't even need to blow up the moon. You just need to. You already blew it up. In fact. But yeah. So talk me through the opening. So you basically you basically launch the hovercraft and go down to Eblin. What is that? Do you think that's a standard play to make? Well, in this flag set, if you have a hook start.
I do. I like getting the character because it's gated. It could be, an edge right off the start. So getting an edge, especially with a Sid Rydia start, definitely helps. Like Sid has decent power. Rydia, unfortunately, until you find a summon or a dancing dagger or heroine robe, doesn't do much with 30 HP. So I like trying to find another character to basically replace the Rydia until you can get her some power.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable. Like, I guess the other upside is that you have a 50% chance of hitting. I think 75% chance of hitting a Leviathan, which would help with the early game as well.
Yeah, the Leviathan, and then seeing the tiara in the shop made it really easy what I was going to be using Rydia for.
I would like to say that we've just seen Possum Morpheus complete their run with 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 1 second, landing them a 16th place.
But yeah, I guess I think that was the main thing. Is any thoughts of checking the King Queen spot while you're doing the hook route, going through Eblin?
No, I usually like to clear the overworld before I run down there. The good thing that the Magma Key wasn't anywhere, because I would have still been searching for CPU, because I am really bad at checking that spot afterwards. So
I mean, you eventually did find the Magma Key. It just happens you had to go underground first. That's all.
yeah.
Yeah, and Phineas was warning me, as I am far less experienced at this race, how dangerous it would have been to find a magma up top, because of just how much trouble that would be for finding the CPU, and I didn't quite grok that pathfinding strategy or problem.
Yep, I've had a 1 seed where I finished way past everyone else because I think it was Wyvern was hiding at the King Queen spot, and I was searching for some key item somewhere, and yeah, I am really bad at checking that CPU, the King Queen spot, so I'm happy I got forced down that route today.
Yeah.
Is today how many qualifiers have you run so far?
I've only missed once. I think this is my 9th.
Oh, on Earth! That's so much racing! I don't have the stamina to do that.
Look,
It's fun. It's a good way to waste some time.
Get the heart rate up, if you know, in the moments. That's also good.
Yeah.
And I think I see that Cubs Rule has flashes on screen with Super Shredder diving below the stat bar at 1 hour, 47 minutes, 19 seconds, landing a 19th place amongst our crew playing today. Congratulations. It was a good seed.
Yeah, that was definitely something that was a cherished seed, to be fair. Yeah, but any final thoughts there, Rex, before we let you go?
Thank you, folks, for the commentary. Thanks to Neobari for rolling that wonderful seed. I really enjoyed the start of it. That's my kind of a start, something that's not quite as kind as it can be. Thank you to, was it Euphoric Lemon doing the tracking and keeping the buttons away from Possum? Thank you, folks, for everything you've done. It's been a blast, and GG's to everyone.
Yeah, GG's to you, Rex, and congratulations on your 11th place finish here.
Congrats.
All right, thanks, folks. Have a good day.
And now I believe we're joined by someone else.
Oh, we could talk to both of them if we want.
We could. I think they're here. Hey,
Yeah.
Cubs, Possum, would you like to join us?
Yeah,
I mean,
think about it. Give me a minute.
if we have to.
If you gotta.
If you gotta.
Am I contractually obligated?
I'm not certain that there are any contractions in here.
Only if you want your trash can post race.
Ooh, okay. Interview me up.
Alright, so Possum, about that moon.
Yeah, it was fun, the whole thing, except for the haunted part. But hey, I got to show y'all like everything in the seed, so that was cool.
Yeah, it helped us identify that that Demus was in one of 3 spots at least, so that was good.
Yeah, I
loved
personally
watching-
narrowed it down to the tower, the giant, and the package based on what I knew, and then the spoiler log told me that the Gauntlet was at the tower. So yeah, I believe we've narrowed it down the same way, most likely.
Yeah, I did love watching with this dawning horror as you cleared the moon and found nothing and just went, oh, this seed was rude. It looked so nice at first. Then it was rude.
I mean, I don't think it was rude. I think it's just one of those coin flip type things. If top of tower is not hard required, and not only was it required, but it was hard required because it ultimately gates the adamant as well. If the moon has any value at all, this is an easy top 3 finish. So it just came down to that simple decision of top of tower or moon. One of these days, the moon is going to be required. Zoe's data is going to be correct. But until then, I guess we just need to stay on Earth, y'all, and be Team Dusty Griff, Team Nevermoon.
Yeah, because I actually agree with your line of actually I think the one reason I would have considered doing top of tower first because it would have been your 10th key item potentially. I figured that was giving you coming into the moon at 9. That's kind of a I think it was just worth the chance. It just happens that it was really valuable to do that. But again, nothing wrong with your line there. It just didn't pay off there.
Yeah, the fact that I had put the time into stealing the Bacchus and I had a blink caster and a good setup with agility, I was not afraid of the moon whatsoever. Nothing up there was going to give me any issues. It might have been a tiny bit slow, but if the moon, again, has any value whatsoever, this is easy top 3 and solidifying a top 16 overall. So it's one of those where it's just a coin flip and rando's going to rando. I'm very happy with how I played. I think I played really well overall the whole seed. The only thing that gave me any trouble was Ogo. So,
Yeah. Also,
I think you were the first person to beat Wyvern.
Yeah. that was really well executed. You were the only person who basically, as soon as they saw that Wyvern, knew how to get past that with what they had. So yeah, well done on working that out.
Phineas, how is it you're always doing comms when I get weird Wyvern fights on Restream? Can we talk about this real quick?
I mean,
I would like to
just coincidence.
I would like to pause the interview with. I've been informed that we have some quick announcements to make. One, would you like to read off the top 6 finishers in Phineas, or shall I?
I can do that. So our top 6 for this race, given we saw Bakashino finish in 7th, was in order: Coffee and Choco is finishing first, Deca Smash finishing second, Solaris in third, Zilch in fourth, Pyre finishing fifth, and Plumerian Knight, the machine who has raced I think every single one so far, in sixth.
How does anyone have this much energy? You're all incredible.
And I guess the other thing we need to announce is that we do have another qualifier starting in about 4 hours time. Same bet no, right here on the Free Enterprise channel. So don't go too far away, because we'll be back around 4 hours from now. But yeah,
I like that you started with same bat time. I heard it starting there.
Yeah.
It's not the same bat time though.
Yeah, I was going to go there, but my brain decided, no, let's just say something else, because my brain is weird like that. But yeah, it's just so random how I just get the weird Wyvern fights when you're being restreamed. I just think it's coincidence.
It's fun. It's fun. And GG's to those who finished highly in this one. A lot of incredible racers up there, and yeah, just amazing that they're able to do not only all the qualifiers, but continually just place really high for a lot of those racers. Lots of scary names to look out for.
Yeah, totally. I think Plumeria, is going to be one to look out for. I think probably a lock for the for the top 16 as well. So very interesting to see who is going to scramble. But yeah, let's just turn our attention to Cobb. So how do you find that seed?
A little sad at music. Other than that, can't complain too much.
Were you sad at music because Dark Knight Cecil doesn't let you have very long with it?
That was part of it, yes. The music was awesome. The reward, not so much so.
Well, you did like Luna stuff?
Not if I can get something else better elsewhere.
I loved Lunar Staff from that. I also do have to say that Sheila 2 being a poison axe really did seem like a get out of my house kind of message, and that filled me with delight.
Yeah, who likes poison axes anyway?
Well, never found anything better for Sid, and I think I looted half the seed, so yeah, I was actually not upset seeing that. But no, I caught the very end of the restream. I think it said all 4 of us faded Keyless Tower, and I think I just got lucky in that being 10th. I wanted to go for a 10th key item, as you mentioned with Possum, and it just happened to show up there. I'm like, oh, well, okay.
Barca did Keyless pretty early.
Barca Shinobi actually did Keyless pretty early, and before going to the moon, and once and then basically found out once he got there's that's my go mode. So basically got to Steel Sirens. Rex actually did went to the moon, but then just did Cape Bahama before coming back and doing Keyless Tower.
I think I did the same, yeah.
Yeah, drop by for a quick assassination of a bunch of guards and then go back home.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I can't complain. Just looking for a couple more solid performances to lock in a bracket spot, and then, well, maybe go crazy with the last few and see what happens.
Yeah. So do you know where you're at? I think
I was in mid 40s coming into this one. So
okay.
This is my third race, so I'll have my 4 in at least this afternoon.
Okay, so you're doing the race in that 3 to 4 hours time. Okay.
Oh, you're doing marathon mode.
Well, we were promised 2 races without pancakes today, so I'm taking advantage while we have a chance.
I mean, fair. That's a fair enough assessment. Like, you don't. Pancrase is like scary, incredibly scary at that. So I can understand wanting to try to do races where you get to avoid him. That makes sense.
Yes. No, GG Possum, well done.
Thank you, Cubs. GG to you as well, as always, sir.
But yeah, again, thanks for allowing to be restreamed. Very, very fascinating race to watch, and I guess cheers and Barry for having Demas be hiding somewhere with with our Adamant Rock, I guess.
Thank you, Infinius. Thank you, Infinius on comms, as well as Trick. Thank you, Neobari. Very well done. Very nice seed. And Euphoric Lemon, thank you for tracking as well. Everybody behind the scenes, the real heroes of the stream. We just sit here and play a game for an hour and a half.
Yeah, no worries. Happy to talk through this, because this was a fun one to talk through. And also, we need to apparently set up an 80s/90s cultural club or some sort.
Culture
Apparently.
club. Yeah. That's what we'll call it now. So that we can all know who the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are and make various puns based on their names and established canon.
Yeah. I encourage you to watch this back, because we kind of went places.
Yeah, it's true. How many angels can dance on the head of a pin? I can't remember. There's something about it.
Yeah. Exactly.
In that case, I guess it's about time for us to wrap up. We've got another race coming out this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time that apparently Cubs needs to take a nap before they hop in and do.
Indeed, yes.
Absolutely incredible. Athlete of champions.
All right. Thank you very much, all. I'm going to drop out. I'm going to enjoy that nap. See y'all later.
Yeah, GG's Cubs.
And echoing what Cubs said earlier, thank you all for doing all your hard work on the Restream team. It is much appreciated. I'll also dip out now, so thank you all again. Again, echoing what Cubs said, and everyone have a great rest of their day. See y'all later.
GG's Possum.
And I guess with that, it's just I haven't thanked Neobari and Euphoric yet. And y'all done incredible. Thank you for enabling all of this.
Yeah. Again, huge shout out to Euphoric Lemon and Neobari for doing that. But also huge shout out to Trick MC for doing commentary with me, because otherwise I would just be, being an old man shouting at a crowd of some sort.
Infinius, you've been a delight and an excellent co-commentator. I guess we should let everyone have their piece.
Yeah, so just a heads up, we are not going to rent anyone. We're just going to be, we are going to basically be back here in about 4 hours time, so we can let know. So we're just going to sign off and just prep for the second race. So for myself and for Trick, for Yabari on Restream and for Euphoric Lemon on tracking, have a good rest of your time zone, and we'll see you in 4 hours time.